Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my Foundation Galactic Frontier content. So it's finally the weekend. Woohoo! I'm so excited because I'm finally going to get in game and make some content, and I got a lot of exciting stuff going on for me. Me personally, it's exciting because this is the last day of my first guild versus guild experience. This is going to be the day where it all breaks loose. Sadly, I was not able to get myself to the position I wanted to be before this started, and I'm really depressed about that, guys. I'm really sad, and I'm really depressed, and I need somebody to give me a hug because I was not able to get my T5 craft ready to go. And this little section over here is what hung me back. I got my core to 25, so I did that. Then I started working on my hanger to 25. I got that going like 1 day and 21 hours left on that. And then, like an idiot, I forgot that I was going to have to level up my shipyards to 25 to be able to pump out my T5s, because the requirement to make T5 is you have to have whatever ship type shipyard you're wanting to make at 25 to be able to do it. I was only able to get my kinetic to 24, my beam to 24, and my ion to 23. Had I realized that beforehand, I wouldn't have put any effort into these two, and I would have just focused on my kinetic. And why am I doing that, you say? Because my strongest fleet is my kinetic fleet. Obviously. I'm looking at the wrong one. My strongest fleet is my kinetic fleet. So therefore, that's what I should have done. I should have focused my shipyards to 25 on my kinetic first, and then I could have started stacking T5 in here. And I would have been in a lot better position for the guild versus guild 24-hour PvP marathon session that we're fixing to have. I don't really know a lot about this guild versus guild mechanic. And today's video, I just want to go ahead and preface this right off the bat. I just want to say this ahead of time so that I don't mislead anybody. I'm going to talk about the guild versus guild area and the PvP that's coming up and where I'm at and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not really going to go into the weeds with the specifics on, you know, you should have did this, you should have did that. This is what gives you the most points. That's what gives you the most points. I just want to talk about it because I've been working myself to death this week. My work has been ridiculous. And they wouldn't give me any spare time to play my game while I was at work, and that made me so mad. But what that ended up doing is not allowing me to actually understand a lot of what goes on with this mechanic yet. So my first little experience in this was that I've been through day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, and I didn't really do the greatest in the world because I had a couple of things working against me. I didn't really score the best on points because I didn't hoard my resources beforehand to be prepared for this. A lot of our people in our alliance, I'm part of the BRB Barbarians, best guild on the server 1026. Just throw that out there for you. A lot of the people in my guild, shout out to one of our awesome players, Kapal Parang. Shout out to you, bro. You're so awesome. Love you. I didn't do like they did, and I didn't store up a bunch of resources to be able to just go ham on it when each day's requirements opened up. I was more focused on trying to get myself to where I was at the place where I could do T5 craft to be able to be strong for PvP. Now, I'm going to preface this for any content that I make in the next couple of days because I'm going to make some PvP battle content, but I want you guys to understand I'm not going to do that great. All right? I'm going to get my butt owned because there's a lot of people out there that have T5 Craft and they have 25 and up fleets. And I'm at, where am I even at? I don't even know. I'm so excited to play this game today that I don't even know where my fleets are. My fleets are at 25, 22, and 23. I'm in the process of actually putting a few levels on my opportunity right now. I'll go ahead and slam one more on there just for a little bit of added bump. Get it to 23, and then I'm going to straight up focus on my Graham from 2 or 3 more levels probably. So I'm going to leave my opportunity at 23. I'm going to leave my dim at 23, and I'm going to focus on my Graham to like 26 or maybe 27. I don't know. We'll see. I know that a lot of people say go ham on your dim. I get it. I understand why. I know that later on, switching your attack styles and all that kind of stuff can make this be a serious predator. I get it. But what I'm doing is I'm not a whale. I'm not even a dolphin. I've spent probably close to 300-ish on my account right now, and I'm only where I'm at right there. So I'm at my limit, and God, I hope I didn't say that too loud. Holy crap. My wife's just a couple rooms away. If she would have heard that, she would have walked in here and unplugged my router or some shit, man. She's rough. You don't want to mess with a woman been married to 35 years. But anyway, she makes me do the dishes, bros, to pay my bills on my credit card on my gaming fund. And it's brutal, man. I have to agree to a contract and everything. She holds me hostage. She hates dishes. So I got her. I got her, though, because she hates dishes. So I use that on her. I twist the screw. You know what I mean? And then foot rubs. Foot rubs are good, too. But anyway, I didn't get myself in the position I wanted to be, so I am going to get my butt kicked a lot. But I think you're going to see that even though I'm going to get my butt kicked, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to mix it up. And I'm going to try to, through effective teamwork with some of my stronger members, like my Dale, my Bazzy, my Endangered, my Sprags, my Keppel, my Fade Rotha, I've got a lot of people, my Scurvy Bro, I've got a lot of people in my guild that are strong, and I've got a lot of people in my guild that are somewhat similar to my power level as well. And if we hunt in a pack, I'm going to try to convince people that that's one of the better ways to do. It just depends on activity. It depends on people's lives. I understand that people got a life, and I don't want to project on them what I want them to do. I want them to play how they want to play. So I'm going to roll with it, and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to get out there, and I'm going to try to get as much PvP as I can. I'm going to try to get as much PvP team play as I can so that I can see, the effects of running in a pack. We're pack, like a pack of wolves or something, man. Packs of wolves know how to bring down the bison. You know what I mean? And on my server, I got a couple bison, and we're about to take a chunk out their heels. Cut that back strap and fall down and die. That's what's going to happen. But anyway, I'm so excited for the weekend. Can you tell I'm fired up? I've had a rough day at work, rough week at work, man, and I just wanted to play the game, man. I just want to play this game. But real life just won't quit getting in my face. Oh, snap. Look at this. I got my next chest. Holy crap. Let's get it. Boom. Oh, 200 of those research token things. That was good. So there's no way I'm going to get the last chest. And that sucks because I could have really used those computational components because I'm trying to push that guild research so that I can do better in every task that I do. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, let's look at that real quick because it is super important. Now that guild versus guild has opened up for me on my server, I now have access to the Commerce Guild Dual Tech, and I held off on setting another one right now because I was waiting on some more of those computational components to hopefully be able to fuel another research. I pushed as hard as I could to get these first to 4 of 10 so that I could then do this one. This one right here gave me access to the higher tier chests. And honestly, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get to the higher tier chests on a couple of the stages because I wasn't prepared. I was more focused on getting my core up and my ships to T5 than I was storing resources for this event. So now that I see how this event rolls, it's a tough call because I want to constantly grow. I'm not the type of person that wants to hoard for events and then blow my wad at the minute an event starts just so that I can be in the top 10 on an event. I'm not that person. I want to spend my resources every single day to keep that growth increasing and keep marching down the path of getting some strength. And I just hate having to sit there for a week and not use my speed ups because I'm trying to hoard them. But then whenever an event like this comes on and I see my bros that's got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million points each day, it's because they did that. So you gotta decide. Are you gonna be that guy or are you not? Are you gonna hoard or are you just gonna steady grow? What are you gonna do? I'm like Miracle Grow. I just steady grow. I can't hoard. I can't do it. I know so many people have told me, bro, you're wrong. Bro, you're wrong. I get it. Okay? I get it. Quit telling me I'm wrong. You're going to give me a complex or something. I get it. I'm wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not going to hoard for events. I'm not that guy. I'm not worried about top 10 on really anything. I'm just worried about being strong so I can kick people's teeth in. That's what I really enjoy. And I know I'm going to have to get over that because at some point this game server is going to have to kind of go more PvE if it's going to survive because all out war ain't going to last forever. But I'm trying to get my blood in while I can get it, you know? But anyway, I got this chest done and it allowed me access to the higher tiers of chest rewards. And I actually got a couple just now. Let's go back and look at them. See if they were even worth getting. This one right here was the first level that I accessed. This is the first level of today's event. In the first chest, you get this. You get some research ability and you get some sweet rewards. Second day, you get some more research ability and some more sweet rewards. Third chest that everybody can usually get if they just kind of plan a little bit. This is the first levels. Until you unlock that tech that I showed you, 1 of 1, then you have the ability to get the next level of chests. And then on down the tree, you're going to be able to get to the last level. But that's 6 million. That's not me right now. That's not me right now, bro. So I'm not even worried about pushing to that. I pushed to this because I knew I could get some of this. And I really needed these computational components. So I went ahead and unlocked this so I could get these. Because I knew with some effort, you know, I could get these 2 at least, and probably not this one because it's, I've just got like an hour before reset. So there's no way I'm going to get it. But anyway, I did get some speeds. I did get some computational components. It's really good. The next stage that's going to happen now, we're on fixing to be on day 6. Right now we're on the all-out sprint, which is preparing us to get ready for the last day. The last day, day 6, we're now on duel day. This is where to earn points, you need to, and hang on, I got to turn this volume down. It's messing with me. Okay, to earn points, for every 1 point of glory earned, you get a point. Okay, so that means some killing. Do some killing, and I'm going to get in there and try to get me some of that. Successfully plunder a ruin 1 time. Every 100 damage dealt to the war prism. I don't even know what that is yet, but I know it's in a special zone that a portal's going to open up to. That's all I really know, but I'm going to find that out. Deliver the last hit to the war prism, 200,000. That's a good one. So I'm going to be in there trying to get that if I can see how fast the health on that thing goes down or whatever. Try to get in the middle of that bunch so I can hopefully get that last hit. Seize 1 legendary quality flagship component for every T1 combat craft defeated from the opposing commerce guild, and then you go on up as you beat the tier levels of craft. So hopefully I can knock me out some T4 and some T5, but this is kind of my power range right now. I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of T5 knocking out, but I may get lucky and get to snipe some that some people have already damaged or something. T6, if somebody out there's got T6, I'm out, because that's just going to be a slaughter. at this stage, and I want no part of that, because that's like, we're 3.5, 4 weeks into this server. If somebody has T6 already, bro, I'm hanging it up. I'm gonna go eat chicken strips or something. I don't know, because that's just ridiculous. But that's how these games roll. Over time, a lot of people will get there, and then it will become a power play. Load up your T6 for the rally. Only T6 in the rally. Only T5. Only T6. That's where it's gonna go, and that's where all these games eventually go. But today is Battlefield Showdown Day 6. Kill your enemies. As you can see right now, the BRB Barbarians are 7 out of 0. We are up 7 straight points for shutout so far, where we've earned every single day. We're about to earn this one. So I don't even know where that's going to put us. 8-9, I guess. And then, we'll see 4 for this. So maybe 13 at a total. I don't know how it's going to end. It depends on if we get this one or not. They may have their belly full and decide to come at us and actually do something. They've got a couple of whales, and those whales are super strong, but I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of coordinated gameplay out of this guild, but they're getting better. They're getting better. It's been interesting to see this mechanic in play, though. I will have to say that. One thing that I did, where I made, like I talked about earlier, I made the mistake of not having my T5 ready for this event. Had I known how important that was for me as a new player, I just didn't really know the power of the T5s yet, because I felt pretty strong at T4. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting in there, mixing it up, and I was wrecking fools, and I was breaking people's backs, and I was hurting some people. But now they're outclassing me, and they're 25 and better with T5, and I'm 25 with T4. And it's a big difference. I mean, there's some guys that get on there and they just melt me, and I go in and punch a little bit and poke them in the eye, and then I got to run so I can get some healing going on if I'm going to survive. And I'll try to showcase a little bit of that so you can kind of get an idea of how to fight and hopefully survive against some stronger enemies. I'm going to get some of that in there, hopefully. So we'll see if we can do that for you. Let's throw out a ×10 summon real quick. I ain't even going to look and see if I need to save it for the next event. I'm just doing it. Boom. Didn't do me any good. Didn't do me any good. Let's look and see where my heroes are right now. Going into the event, this is what I'm working with. I'm just about to the point that I'm about to swap her into my fleet. I don't know when that's a good choice to make based on the levels of everybody else that I have, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I've got one level I can put on Jody. I'm going to go ahead and throw a level on him and throw a level on her. And then that's basically all I got right now. So I've got one max level for a 25 core. I've got 4 more that I'm almost max level of 125 for my core. I've got one max epic. And this is a new mechanic. This is really something cool that I did want to talk about while I had the video. Is I've got one of my epics to max level power ranking, and now I have a new ability open up to where I get the last skill, the survival instincts. The space ultimate ability has been activated. It increases the ability damage of all champions in the formation by 5%. Huge! That's a good bonus. And then star level now stops because I have maxed her out on her star level. But wait, a new ability opens up to where you get the Wall of Honor. And this is, if you're familiar with these kind of games, this is your standard, once you level a hero to max, here's what you can do with your extra shards. Because for some reason, they never decide to just take that hero's shards out of your rotation for the drops you get. They always seem to go this route, and they allow you to put your extra shards that you then draw towards some bonuses that don't seem like a lot, but like 2 years down the road will add up to something. Because like right now, the first one I can do at a 10 shard promotion is max hit points of all Ion ships, which is what she is, Ion. They get a 0.01% hit point. That's just something you do when you're bored right there. That's all this is. At the eventuality of it, though, you'll end up with a +5 bonus, which will be nice, but who knows how long it's going to take me to get that amount of shards. This 10 shards, 20 shards, 40 shards. We're talking 200 more shards with no universes to explore, no quests to do, nothing to really get her rewards out of, no events that really return her shards. Whenever the new systems open up and I do some explores there, I'm hoping that I'll get some more drops on her. But honestly, for the higher level systems, I'm actually hoping they drop something better, like a Zora or something like that, because for an epic to drop in the number one system in the zone when you explore it would be kind of wah, you know? So, but anyway, that's the new mechanic. Let's go to the Wall of Honor. Actually, how do you do it? So there's a way to go to the Wall of Honor, and I have seen it. Hang on. I know where it is. Okay, yeah. I know where it is. You go into your Trader's Era building, your Chronicles Gallery, and now you have the ability to open up the Wall of Honor. Whenever you max out a hero, they go on the ability wall for you to be able to play with your maxed out champions. You can mess with their stats, and you can see she's there now. I can promote her. I can go back to the Wall of Honor. I can look at her with all the other Ion heroes, see where I'm at, put tweaks on them, look at the other ones, look at the kinetic heroes, type of thing. I don't have anybody else maxed out yet. It's going to be a little bit of a slog for me because, like I said, I'm not a whale. I'm not even a dolphin. And honestly, I'm going to have to kind of stop spending a little bit. So just in case Play for Fun wants to hook me up with some test shards, that'd be great, because then I'd be able to test some more content for you guys. I don't know. I wish and a prayer on that one. But anyway, that's where I'm at. And I've got 1 day, 20 hours on my hanger. I'm going to be throwing speeds at this thing constantly. And here's my dilemma. 24 on my kinetic shipyard. The problem is I could go ahead and start this right now so that I can get every second of build time out of this thing and hurry up and get it done. But the problem is my PvP event starts in 1 hour. If I set this thing for a level 25 build, that means I can't make ships. And if I can't make ships in the kinetic style, at least, because that'll be the one that's locked down, then that means I can't replace my losses. And that's not good because I'm fixing to go to war and I'm going to lose every single one of these 68 ships probably, and I'm going to need to rebuild them. And if my shipyard is down, I won't be able to do that. So guess what? I'm going to have to wait on this upgrade right here. I have the resources to set it right now, but I'm going to have to wait on this because I don't want to get myself in a position where I'm getting into this PvP and having a blast, and now I wish I could make some more ships and can't speed it up enough, because this upgrade is probably going to be upwards of around 2 days, so I don't want to lock myself out of ship creation while I'm in the middle of PvP. So I've chosen to just go into this event with T4 and hope that through team tactics and fair, good play, that I can hopefully have a little bit of fun and not just get farmed over and over and over. We'll see, though. We'll see. So that's how it is. I know I explained to you at the start that it wasn't really an in-the-weeds nerd session and breakdown about every single aspect about the guild versus guild mechanic, but it's just kind of a how I'm feeling about it type thing. I'm shooting from the hip on this one because I want to just talk about it, because it's been a minute since I can talk about the game and I'm about to die. I want to play the game. I want to talk about the game. I want to make content for you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this content tonight. Be looking for some more coming up, because I'm going to be doing some PvP and I'm going to be trying to get some good filming on that. Being I'm playing on my PC, I have the ability to kind of record the screen a little bit better than you would if you were on an iPad or a phone. So I'm going to try to kind of showcase some battles. It gets kind of ugly a little bit sometimes, because if there's a lot of people there, it turns into a big jumble, and then it can kind of lag. Even on my PC, I have a pretty beefy PC, and the game still kind of lags a little bit. I may have to honestly think about turning down the settings if the battles kick off and get lit. I may have to turn down the settings a little bit so that I can decrease on the lag, because I don't want the videos to turn into a lag fest. But we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. I got 30 minutes right now before the day reset and this event starts. And then I'm going to start investigating this right here. Don't know what to think, but these zones right here are going to open up, and these portals are going to take us to another area where we're going to do PvP. I don't really know where it's going to take me, but adventure awaits, and our allies are sitting there waiting to go in as well. The adventure awaits. So join me on the next video. I hope to have some really awesome content for you. Hit that subscribe button. Tick that bell so that you're notified every time I make new content. You don't want to miss any of this. If you like this game, you know I'm one of the few people out there churning out content for you on it. I'm trying my best to give you some entertainment and help you learn. So I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe, please, because that'll help me grow, and I would truly appreciate you. I know you got a million and other things you could be doing this weekend, but you chose to spend it with me, and I love you. I'll see you in another video about Foundation Galactic Frontiers coming soon. Oh, we're going to get some PvP, bros. Check it out. Check it out. You to get out there and vote for my leader, Dark Goaty. He's our leader. He's awesome sauce, and he is getting his rump kicked right now by NASA's leader, Maya. So show this server who's the most awesome and vote for my leader, Dark Goaty. If you are a BRB barbarian and you're watching this video, go click this button right here. Click this right now. Click it, or click it up here. I've already done it, so it's gone, but click it, click it, click it, click it. Let's win. Let's win. Go, go, go.